ensure that the child coming to Singapore from secondary school already know NUS is my goal. I want to talk about why some people actually think, how is it possible that an average student enter into NUS, but my child actually has top scores, top student, he cannot get into NUS? What's the reason? I want to explain this to some parents who are actually puzzled by how does NUS allow students to enter into the university. The first thing is two different system. In Singapore, our system is very different. We have PSLE, we have O levels, we got A levels. But even the PSLE, O level, A level, there's different types. There is the IP program, which is the integrated program. There is also those people who actually do things like they are the gifted program. There's also people who do the IB program, which is the IB diploma program. It's different from IGCSE. IGCSE, in terms of the global standard, is lower standard than the Singapore O level and A level. That's why a lot of China parents, they're actually not sure, they don't know that, my son also studied IGCSE. Why IGCSE cannot get into NUS? Because IGCSE, the standard is not enough. Although IB as a standard is good. IB with perfect score, they actually go into NUS. So those not perfect score, not so easy to get into NUS or even the good universities like Cambridge or Harvard or Oxford. Now, second reason is that the timeline, what is the planning? Now, if you come to Singapore and you speak to a parent, you ask them about education, they will think about my child need to actually have a sport, or they need to do things called ECA or CCAs. ECA means extra curriculum. CCA means core curriculum. Why? Because NUS look at not only the studies, look at whether the child is a sportsman, whether the child has leadership. The child can actually go and plan things for a group. Like my three kids, my eldest son is a swim captain. He got into NUS computing because he's a swim captain. And on top of that, he got other things that he has done. He went out to work, he actually got portfolio. That's what NUS want to see. So if you say, oh, 高考, good result, I can go into NUS already. Not so easy. The timeline is too short. We plan from primary school. If you go and look for a job in Singapore, they always ask you, show me your O levels. So you think, I already reached university. I already got a degree. Why you need my O levels? Because in Singapore, we will see your education all the way from primary school, all the way up to degree. So the timeline. Number 3, academic English. Now, maths and science is important. But you must remember in NUS, our maths and science is in English. Your child comes to NUS and he cannot speak English well. Or he can speak, but he cannot write, he cannot read. This will be a problem. I don't know whether you understand. In Singapore, if you're O-level English, you fail. You are considered O-level fail. You must redo the O-level. In Singapore, English is very important. Then lastly, the other parts of the education. What is the other parts? Whether your child got other skill. Example, is he confident he can speak? Does he have leadership qualities? If he go to NUS interview, then he only know how to look down and then say, I want to join NUS because it's the best university. Then obviously cannot, right? If you see a lot of the NUS, all the very difficult faculty to enter, all these very difficult, they have an interview and they want to see whether you can tell them clearly what is the reason I want to enter NUS. So to ensure that the child coming to Singapore from secondary school already know NUS is my goal, we have to understand that yes, result is very important. Child must be happy to learn. Child must say to himself, believe I can go to NUS. If you agree, disagree, leave a comment. I'm Alan. Thank you very much.